fantastic giveaway. So, hey, it's Marilyn Devonish here from transformationstm.com, and welcome to the big reveal for the February giveaway. Now, I've had this one up just over a week now. Well, I've got it last Thursday, so exactly a week, and I haven't even looked at it myself because, number one, I wanted to hand it over first of all to the person I was collecting it on behalf. And number two, I wanted to do it live on Facebook so we can all be surprised and wowed together. So last month, for those of you who follow my page, you will know that we had the incredible masterclass series. So the Hollywood Masterclass series, which is a gift that will keep on giving for a full 12 months because you have a 12-month guest pass to... Seriously, I could sit here and I could name names and it would be like a Hollywood roll call. Everything, you know, I watched Helen Mirren last week. Haven't watched the Dustin Hoffman one yet. Ron Howard. Oh, seriously, I did a Misty Copeland class. That was a ballet class. Anna Leibovitz, the photographer, which was just amazing. Seriously, you name it, they've probably got a masterclass in this series. Jodie Foster has got a masterclass, so really looking forward to watching that one. There have been some political ones as well, which have been really fascinating, looking at the kind of economic system. So that was last month. Well, we started it in December, awarded the prize in the new year. So that's the one we've just done. And this particular prize is also a gift that will keep on giving. So really excited about this one. For those of you who know Daniel Priestley, I was at a workshop with Daniel last week. His organization is now called Dent, and they're big on planning and organizing. And so as part of that workshop, one of the things we were talking about was Daniel's book, oversubscribed. And as part of that workshop, it was talking about how to set up your campaigns. And a big part of that is, of course, being organized and structured and having a plan. And so what they then presented us with at the end of that workshop was the planning system, which I was like, okay, this is very cool. So got one for myself and got one for Anne Coppins because I was there on behalf of Anne. She couldn't make it, so she asked if I could go along and do some note taking on her behalf, which I was happy to do because I always know that Daniel is good value for money. So I went along and did that. So I got one of these for myself and one of these for Anne. And while I was kind of asking if I could buy an extra set, they then said, well, actually, if you wanted a couple more, you can have them. And I says, well, there's a couple of my clients who I think could really benefit from this. And then I was like, ooh, that could be a really great giveaway for my e-newsletter list as well, and maybe my membership group. And so I got a couple of extras, and this is one of the extras so I've already awarded the one for my membership group, so that'll be winging its way out in the post. I've just got to find a tube that's long enough because they didn't have any at the stationers when I went last week. But yes, so I thought we would have some fun and we would do the unveiling and the reveal here. And then if you would like to win one of these yourself, I will tell you how you can do that as well. So, okay, let's have full screen so you can get the full view of this one. 1 second. There we go. Let me just check that as well. Alrighty, so and I know there's the one thing I do know, there's a Sasco wall planner in here, but apart from that, okay, so let's do it this way so you can see. So that's the first thing we've got in the stack. That's your 12-month year planner. Okay. So you can plan your year, and it's that glossy paper. So if you have flip chart pens, then you can write on this with the flip chart pens as well. And then you can kind of, if you want to change anything, you can do. So that's your year planner, your strategy planner for this year. So that's very cool. Always useful. I used to be a big Sasco fan back in the day. It's one of the first things I'd buy when we kind of hit into October, November time. Still got plenty more in the stack. So second in the stack, let us see. Okay. The next thing we've got. So we have the campaign-driven enterprise content creator. Ah, this is cool. £7. So what it is, it kind of gives you an opening hook, something that you can use. It then gives you a target reader or an aspirational figure. It gives you an outcome, and it gives you a close hook. So basically what you can do is you can use this to generate your ideas, generate your thoughts, generate your ideas, get your thoughts together, which I think is really clever. So just to give you an example, the absolute best. Oh, I like that. The absolute best. And then you choose your target reader. So let me just give you a sense of, so just in terms of some of the hook, the low cost, the 3 most common, a little known. So that would be like maybe a little known secret, for example. 7, powerful, a powerful tweak, the number 1, the very worst. So what you would do is so let's just say, for example, if I'm just thinking about photo reading, a powerful tweak to save you, because it's going to be a powerful tweak to save you 5 hours or more a week, for example. That's kind of how you would use that one. My target audience, target reader might be high performers. It might even be unsuccessful recruits, because people have very successfully used the photo reading to go into interviews and ace the interview and get the job. And I had one client who had not she worked for Royal Bank of Scotland, worked in the IT division, had not interviewed for 10 years, and I was at RBS doing a keynote presentation about NeuroSuccess and photo reading. And so she phoned me up. She said, it sounds like what you were saying with photo reading could really help me. And so we did a Skype session just for an hour. And she went in, not only did the interview go exactly as we said it was going to go, because I got her to do what I call some Imagineering. She didn't need her note. She said, oh my God, they asked the questions that Marilyn, you said they were going to ask me, and she came out with the job. So, that's where that one, the thought process is sparked with that one. Aspirational figure. So use, deploy, do daily, focus on. This is really cool. Outcome: to prevent, to propel, to grow, to stop, to ensure, to achieve, to decide, to secure. Fast track: to ruin, to succeed. And then it's about, you could choose it focusing on results, certainty, benefits, significant, time, variety. This is really clever. And the close hook is in their life for the next 5 years, beyond expectations, without any real downsides. So you basically are going to take one of these from each segment to help you create your hook, to help you focus on your target audience, to determine and help people see what the outcome will be, and then your closing. So that's the second one. Excellent. Put that there, so we'll have a pilot pack of them. Okay, the next one, there's a lot in here. Wow, this is really valuable stuff. The next one, there we go, and this will make total sense if you were there. So the annual chart. This is about your quarterly campaigns, because that's a big part of what the campaign-driven enterprise is all about. And your big message, your weekly baseline. So this is kind of a reminder of kind of what you need to be doing with regards to that planning and the kind of the annual chart and where you're going to be scheduling things in. So that, gosh, you know what? I could just put these all around my office and have them as gorgeous reminders. Right, the next one, and there's more. It's like an infomercial. All right. So the next one. What do we have here? The sales and marketing timeline. Yeah. So in terms of, once you've got the one I've just shown you, once you've kind of got your quarterly campaigns lined up, you know what you're going to be doing for your weekly baseline. This is then going to be a prompt and a reminder. The way I'm going to put this one, if any of you have done project management, this one really reminds me of what you might call a kind of a sort of a version of the Gantt chart, which is a really fantastic visual reminder. And it's also doing a countdown of those 12 months along the top as well. Start planning and preparing for the next campaign. And I think that's a really important piece, because one of the things that we discussed was oftentimes the boom and the bust, where you put all of your energy and attention into whatever it is you want to get out into the world, and then you kind of go, oh, done that, and then there's that slump because there's nothing else kind of going into the pipeline. So this is going to be a fantastic reminder of that. So that's what 4 pieces so far. If you've got any questions, got any queries, you can drop them in. So our next piece, it's that one. Show you that. The baseline campaign planner. And what I really like about these, they're all on glossy paper, so you can write on them and actually reuse them, which is fantastic. So you've got your business name, annual big message, which is a big part of what it's all about, your time frame, your core offer pricing, the weekly laps, and that's your leads, appointments, presentations, sales. You've got your targets and your target audience, lead generation, so what you're doing with regards to your social, your paid ads, etc., your content topics, and kind of how you're going to be repurposing it, and your keyword and hashtags. So this one is basically everything that you want to be doing on that wonderful sheet of paper. So again, having that up on your wall, get your flip chart pen out, and you can be kind of changing that. Once those are achieved, you wipe that off, you go for the next thing. This is really good stuff. I like it. And there's more. There is still more. So what do we got next? What do we got next? So we have the next one here. Oh, good. That's really fantastic. Let's see if that's the same again. Oh, you get. Oh no, that's different. Okay, so cool. So you get another one of these. So this one is really now helping to focus you into your campaign. So you've got your campaign, you've got the kind of core message going on here, you've got your sales targets, you've got your budget. Again, you're carrying over the annual big message, your time frame, etc. So some of this, you're lifting it from what we've just done, putting it onto here, but this is then about the 4 campaigns that you're going to be running throughout the year. And one of the reasons I love mind mapping is that you can see everything at a glance, and this is exactly what these are doing. So, wow. And last but by no means least, and this is basically this is the principles of the whole system. So we've got the 12 principles here. We've got what you call the campaign assets. You've got the bell curve, and it's split into 3 segments: your aspirational, perfect, acceptable. So that's really talking about your target clients. You've got the whole thing about where you're going to be listing out your KPI, your sales and marketing, finance and support in your operations. The product ecosystem. And that's going to be an interesting one, because it reminded me that it's a really good idea to be finding people that you're collaborating with, because one of the things we talked about are product bundles. Now I've got a ton of products in terms of coaching, video webinar programs, audio programs, 28-day e-coaching program. So those are a series of PDFs. So there's a lot that I can bundle together. And I was still thinking it might be really nice to bundle in other people's products. So this one will come in really handy for that. And then you're looking at your capacity, your baseline performance, your campaign performance. There's the oversubscribed target in the equation, so you can figure out what that is for your hot, warm, and cool leads. Your big message, and how to structure your big message, which I think is really valuable as well, because once you this, one of the things I've really enjoyed about this is it just kind of simplifies everything, a bit like the statement generator. Put that there, fill in, because it's about filling in the gaps for this one. So you fill in the gaps, and it kind of does it for you a bit. I really like that. It's a bit like in the old school days. Well, it depends. You've got to be of a certain age. Now, I did computing on the days where you had punch cards, but because people kept losing the punches at school, we had to use, I do own one still, you had to use a HB pencil, and you would basically shade in your programming. So you put that in one end, the computer reads it, and out the other end comes whatever the program is, the output. And this is a bit like that. You're going to fill in the gaps, put those into this process, and out the other end comes something that you can use for your customers and clients and for your campaigns, etc. So the campaign timeline is so important to be kind of reminded of that as well. So what have I got in terms of the campaign assets? Owned websites, yes. Written contents, yeah. Audio, video content, yes. Slide presentations, yes. Downloads, yes. Capture pages, yes. Books, reports, diagrams, yes. Application software, yes. And I've got some new cool things I can bring on stream this year, plus share them with my clients, which is very cool. Toolkits, that's the thing I think I need to build more up of. Big message, going to be sitting down to work on that over the next few days and weeks. And the scripts, oh my gosh, the scripts are so important. So yeah, and for those of you who kind of win this, what I'll probably do is just give you a little overview just so you get your head around how to actually use it. But a lot of this is self-explanatory once you sit down, and my suggestion is definitely, if you've got the space for it, put these up around your office and just walk the floor with. Please make sure, because you've got permanent markers and flip chart markers, they look exactly the same. But let me just give you I'll tell you what you're looking for with these. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I just want to show you what it looks like. So what you want to be looking out for, I think you can see that, you want it to say whiteboard, because this one, if I have this next to a permanent marker or these next to a permanent marker, they look exactly the same apart from the small print. So these ones say whiteboard marker. You can see that. Whiteboard, see there, whiteboard pen. So you want your whiteboard pen, because if you're writing it with a permanent marker, that's it, I'm afraid. So make sure you got your whiteboard pens. They come with if you buy like I've got a whiteboard over there, so you get the little brush to come with it, or you can just use a tissue or a lightly moist tissue. So it means you can use these over and over and over again. So thank you, Daniel Priestley and Team Dent, for being so very generous with these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 7 things in that stack. So for those of you who are on my e-newsletter list, if you would like to win, what I'll do over the next couple of days, I'll put this video in so you can see what's actually on offer, what you can win. So I'll kind of put a little competition question in. I might even do a quick competition question, or what I sometimes do is stuff like this. It'll just be random. So I'll take all your names, I'll put them into a hat. Well, actually I say hat, it's a silver bag, a gift bag, shake them all about, and I'll pull a name out of the hat. So we can most certainly do that. And I may have one spare, because I've got to send one to the person I've given it to from my membership group, because I chose someone from there. Got one for that's mine that I've just opened. So I've got one for the e-newsletter list. I think I'm going to have one spare. So what I can do with the spare one, for those of you who are watching on social media, if I don't give them both to the e-newsletter list, what I can do for people who have kind of liked, commented, shared this video, what I can also do, if you like, is I can put you into the mix and put you into the hat as well. So if you're watching this and you would like to win a copy, that's cool. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the message that just popped up on my screen from Messenger. Actually, I have to look into that. It's fine when I'm doing this sort of stuff, but there are times where I actually don't want Messenger popping up. And even when I shut Facebook down, I still get those notifications. But they were saying, how do you join the e-newsletter list? If you wait just a moment, if you're watching this, look at the ticker tape that's going along the bottom. Oh yeah, that reminds me as well, looking at my own ticker tape. But what's going to be coming up next? Okay, there it is. So it says to sign up for my e-newsletter, go to www.bitly.com/ENL, as in e-newsletter, ENL sign up. So that's one of the ways that you can do it. What you can also do is go to my main website, which is www.transformationstm.com. For those of you who are listening rather than watching, trance, TRANSFORMATIONS, Formation starts, F for Freddy, so FORMATIONS, TM as in trademark, so transformationstm.com. And on the left-hand side of the website, there's a box that says sign up for the e-newsletter. That puts you directly into MailChimp. So that's the way that you can do it. And if you've got any general questions or queries, drop me an email. It's Marilyn, MARILYN, @transformationstm.com. Very easy to find me on social media. It's /Marilyn Devonish, and Devonish is DEV for Victor, DEVONISH. And the only place that's different is on Instagram, which is / the NeuroSuccess Coach. So all of that is on the screen for those of you who are watching. So yeah, that's how you can kind of join the e-newsletter list. That's cool. And talking of oversubscribe, because normally what I do is I'll just email people and go, I can't do any more sessions now, but you know, I'll let you know if there's any others. But I'm like, I found a way to make my life easier, which is really timely in terms of the oversubscribed stuff. So for those of you who are on my e-newsletter list, you would have seen that I'd sent you at the beginning of this month, where I've put together a special tarot coaching package. Now, the page that you would have seen, first of all, let me, if I can bring that one up so you can see what I'm talking about for those of you who are on the list. So the page you would have seen me share is this one, where you can choose the package, either 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. My suggestion is, I haven't sent you the new link yet, but my suggestion is don't go to that page anymore, because I haven't got room to do any more of the sessions at the moment. So what I would rather you do, and I will share the link in my next e-newsletter, is go to the pre-order form and waiting list page. And that means once I've kind of completed the sessions that I'm going to be doing next week and the week after, then if I've got a bit of time, because this is a special offer for February, and then if I've got a bit of time at the end of February, what I'll do is I'll then go back to the people who have filled that form in. So my preference is now go to the form, and it's a form that you fill in. You need your name, need your email address, obviously, so I can get back to you. And if you want to pre-order, you can do that there. And then those people go first into the stack in terms of doing the tarot coaching package and signing up for that while the offer is available during this month. So that's that one. But I'll email you all, and I'll send you the new link, and etc., and tell you how you can do that. So that's that. Well, thank you so much for watching. Very excited for whoever is going to win this wonderful package. And yeah, cool, fabulous. And I'll do another video in a bit, because I found something very cool that we'll use for our next membership group, because I do actually no. So we're gonna, what we've got, so we did Tarot Tuesday this week. I've got the second of the Tarot Tuesday Facebook Lives next week, and I think what we'll do is probably use these ones for March. They were tucked away on a bookshelf because I had my annual clear out. I've been doing that this week, and the British Heart Foundation came with the van this morning to take my stuff away in terms of what I've been giving away. And I noticed that, I think it's probably 2 Christmases ago, it's terrible. I got those for Christmas. I put them on the bookshelf in my bedroom temporarily, and then they just nestled themselves in with the books, and it got completely overlooked. And so yesterday, when I was going through as a photo reader looking to give books away, oh my life, it was painful. So as I was going through, I'm like, what's that in there? And there it was, kind of pushed in with the books. And so I was like, oh my God. So we're going to use those for the March Tarot Tuesday sessions, for those of you who do the free bonus reading every month. So that's coming up. I'll do a separate video about that in a bit. But yeah, cool. Well, watch this space. Keep an eye on your email inbox for full details about if you want to win that planning system. And I'm pretty sure if you follow it and use it and implement it, it will have massive impact for you and your business and whatever it is you're putting out into the world and creating. So thank you all for watching. And if you are watching and you're not on the e-newsletter list, then comment and share this video. And then what I'll do is I'll put you into the mix as well. You'll have to keep an eye on Facebook though, in terms of how you win, because obviously if you're on my list, I'll email you. But anyway, we'll figure that one out. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. Wishing you all a fantastic, fabulous month of February and beyond, and I'll see you later. Bye.